Oh my God. My sweet pumpkin, are you okay?
Mike hug. Oh.
No.
Man, I really thought Mike was here this time, but oh well. All right, guys, let's get into the video. We are gonna go ahead and check on the turtle pond first, but today's video is basically how I train my dragons. So how to train your dragon is very popular right now. It was popular when I was a kid and everything. I saw the animated movies. I can't wait to see the live action as well. But how to train your dragon is so popular right now. I figured I'd teach all you guys how I train my dragons, AKA my alligators. All right, so let's see if, just like with Toothless, let's see if Roger will react to my hand. Probably not, she'll probably try to eat it, but we could see either way. So let's go check it out. First things first, we are gonna go ahead and get the food that I use for training. I did feed them big meals yesterday, but I'm gonna get their snacks, their little training snacks, which is just smelt. It's right over here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. All right, now while feeding my alligators, I like to use a lot of things. I feed them rats, I feed them a lot of fish, but I also feed them sometimes red meat. And the smelt is really good for the training because they're just so small. This is what it looks like, just little tiny fish. Nothing too much for the alligators. Now I kind of just go on bucket size, how much it fills up the bucket, because they do train. I sit in there for a little bit with them while training. I don't want it to be too fast and too over too quickly, so I do give them quite a bit, especially since we have six alligators and one caiman in there, so 7 crocodilians inside of there. Some of them are more inclined to train than others, like Chandler. He loves his food, but you know, like others, like Joey, it takes a second sometimes to get him over, and sometimes he doesn't want to come over at all. He did eat a very big meal yesterday, so he might not want to come over, and that's okay. Okay, that's a good amount for now. I do not need these tongs. I hand feed them because I'm trying to get them used to my methods of training. All right, bye guys. All right, so these are frozen. I have to thaw them out first. So we're gonna go around into our stage area, which is also our filter area. If you saw the turtle video, the turtle pond video, that's where we do all the filtering. That also has a sink back there with hot water. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna thaw it out, and then I'll get in with the alligators. I'm gonna start my training with Chandler, because he's very hungry, but while this is thawing out, I want him to know that every time I go in there, it does not mean he's getting food, all right? So I have to kind of make sure that I go in there first with him, let him ease out a little bit. So embarrassing. You guys can't know that. All right, we're gonna start with Chandler. Chandler's right there. I'm gonna hop in with him. Latch this for safety. I feel like Mike. Parkour. Yeah. This is Chobi. She's wiggling her tail. All right, go Chobi. All right. All right, this is Chandler. He's almost 5 years old. In September, he'll be 5. But with that being said, he's almost about 4.5 feet long. He is a great little alligator. He has a little bit of an attitude sometimes. He really loves his food, but overall, he's just a good alligator. He's very tolerant. Now, there's no such thing as a nice alligator, but he is a tolerant alligator, right? See, I'm putting my face right here. This is very dangerous. Do not try this at home.
Do not try this at home.
And I shouldn't even be doing this. My mentors trained me better than that, but that is just to show you how tolerant alligators can be. He sees me like another alligator. He trusts me, he respects me. I don't trust him, but I respect him. Now, obviously, I'm being super careful while I'm doing that. I know what to do, I know what to look for, what signs to look for, but at any moment, he could just snap if he wanted. And once again, just to reiterate, I'm in here without food. So this is just him understanding that I'm here. Let's see if he'll, Chandler. So that noise that I make, that's the noise that I called my alligators over with. So that means, hey, I'm getting ready to do training. That sometimes means food, but I'm trying to get them to associate that not all the time I have food when I make that noise, right? But I still want them to come over. So if you look, come here. Come here. All right, so I make the popping noise because it's an easy noise that I can make and that they can hear and understand. It doesn't get confused with anything else. Nothing else really sounds like a popping noise. So the reason why I do that, it's easy to distinguish that noise between other noises for the alligators because they are super smart, but their brain is super small. So they don't always understand. Okay, the fish is thawed out, we're good. We can go ahead and start training. There you go. Phoebe. Phoebe, come here. Phoebe, not you, Chandler. Phoebe. Whoa, whoa, you're going crazy. Whoa. Choby. Oh, I missed. Choby. Choby. Joey. Choby. Oh, she got it. Hey. I'm not rewarding them with any kind of treats because they are not listening to me right now. They are being stubborn, but that's okay. They're my children. So I love them either way, but I'm not rewarding them because this is not the behavior that is supposed to be happening with these calls and everything going on. I'm trying to get Miss Roger, but they are overwhelming Miss Roger, even though they look like 3 peas in a pod. See, now they're holding, they're waiting. So now, oh, nope, never mind. Ah, hold. Hold. All right, I'll give you. Come here. Roger. Come here. Roger. All right. Right here. No. Right here. All right. Head up. Hold. Open. Hold. Open. A little bit more. There you go. Good girl. Roger is the best listener out of all of them. All right. Let's see if it'll work. No, she doesn't like it like Toothless did. Roger, head up. No. Roger, head up. Rachel's gonna get it. Head up. All right. There's one dilemma here at the zoo. It is the fact that dragons are not real. Yet. With that being said, we have the closest thing that we can get to dragons. What is that, you may ask? Alligators. We have Miss Roger. She is a very special alligator in our hearts, especially in mine. Now, she needs exercise. Just like what you're seeing. Whoa. Why does she need exercise, you may ask? I'll tell you. Miss Roger has bone and muscle development issues. Why? Because she was kept as a pet. Why? I don't know. Because they're cool. But she needs exercise. Will I take this dragon out for a fly? No, she's not allowed through airport security. But can I take her on a walk? Yes, I can. Let's take this dragon on a walk. All right, another part of our training is that I like to take Miss Roger out for walks. Like I was saying earlier, she needs her exercise. So I'm gonna go ahead and take her out for a walk. It helps get her blood moving, her muscles pumping, and it's a good stimulation for her as well, getting to see all the other animals inside the zoo. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab her now, and then we'll move her over here and we'll start her walk. So this is bamboo stick. I do not use wood because if they were to bite onto wood, it would splinter and it could get in their mouth. Bamboo does not splinter when an alligator or crocodile bites it. That's why we use bamboo here. But right now I just can't reach her. So I'm gonna pull her over nice and gentle. It does not hurt her at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slide her over, pick her up, bring her out here and get to walking. right, so this is where we start our walks. This is what she knows. Alligators are really good at figuring out a routine, and this is hers. This is where she starts her walk every time. All right, ready? Not towards the kids. Woo! That way. Let's go that way. Good girl. Look at that. She's like a dinosaur. Forget the dragon. She's like a dinosaur. She's a modern day dinosaur. They've been here for 250 million years. All right, guys, if you don't mind, go ahead and scoot that way for me. Now, alligators do not live only in the water. They live on land as well. They live half their life on land, half in the water. Especially mama alligators like she could be one day, right? They need to be able to, woo, she's getting a little feisty with me. You're good. Go that way. Alligators are extremely dangerous. You guys do not want to be doing this. I know what I'm doing, and I know how she acts and how she reacts. But right here, if you draw a semicircle from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail right here, that's called the danger zone or the bite zone. Anywhere in that circle, that semicircle, is where you could get bit. So yes, I am in the bite zone, but like I said, I know what I'm doing. So just like dragons, they have these ridges on the backs, right? On their backs. Now, just like a dragon, they would use it as armor for fighting, but also they use them for solar panels. Now they have little blood vessels go through these pieces of bone. This is free-floating bone plates. They're called osteoderms in Latin, or scutes. It just means skin and bone, but it treats itself like a little solar panel. So as she's laying out in the sun, right? As she's laying out in the sun, she can actually push her blood to go through all these little blood vessels, and that sun will go ahead and shine down on it, heat up all that blood going through right here. And what that does for her is it keeps her nice and warm. She's cold-blooded. She's not warm-blooded like us humans or mammals, so she can't regulate her body temperature on her own. So she does something called thermoregulation. It's just their body's way of keeping themselves warm. I'm going to carry her the rest of the way.
Alright, so this is going to be the physical therapy part of the training that I do with Miss Roger. Now it is alligator wrestling techniques. I am an alligator wrestler from Florida, and I use the techniques that I learned in order to kind of help out this alligator. So Miss Roger was kept as a pet, which is not a good idea. Not only can they hurt us, but we can hurt them too. If they're not given the proper space or attention or care, then we could do harm to them. So that first thing I was doing, I was giving her a little massage, loosening up her muscles. Now right here, I help her pop her jaw. When I started working with her in September, her jaw was not even able to open half of what you just saw. So she's making great progress. Now what I'm going to do, this is called the face-off. This is for show. There were people there. It is for show, but also to kind of stimulate those sensory organs on top of her head, actually all around her head. They're called ISOs, and they are super sensitive. So you might see me tapping her face with my fingers. That is me stimulating it, and I'm watching her bottom jaw the entire time to see it react or move. And it was slowly opening up a little bit more each time. And that's what I want to see with her, making sure that she is okay and she's kind of relaxing on her own. And then I just let her go back. She knows routine. Unfortunately, I did not have the door open in time for her.
wrong way. Sometimes training doesn't go as planned. She did not wait for me to open the door for her, so she's trying to climb it. And alligators do climb, just like that. But we're not gonna climb today. All right, you guys tell me, do I have a bald spot somewhere around here where her teeth go? That's basically what I do with Miss Roger. It's alligator wrestling, but we use it as physical therapy. And we're just hoping that more people could see this and kind of help me out a little bit, because I need help with the research part. I need help. No, I'm not a scientist. I'm a guy from Florida, right? So I don't know, but I like playing with dragons, and she's my favorite dragon so far. So that's what I do. That's my training with her. There are other kinds of training, right? I do desensitization. I take the other alligators on walks as well. I let them get pet by other people to know that it's safe, it's okay, they don't need to hurt anything, right? But like I said, they are alligators. They're wild animals. They are smart, but they do not love. So they do not care who you are. You could be Steve Irwin. They'd still bite you. But other than that, guys, that is all of the training that I do with my alligators when it comes to today. All right, I split up different trainings for different days, right? Because if they get all of it at once, it might overstimulate them. They might become frustrated. They're animals just like we are, right? They have brains just like we do. You could see she was starting to get a little frustrated, so I ended it. I said, that's okay, you're done. As long as it helped you for today, we're good, right? I'm never gonna force her to do anything she doesn't want to do, right? Oh, we have to check the turtle pond. We completely forgot to do that at the beginning of the video. That slipped my mind, but a lot of things slipped my mind. But let's check on it. Yeah, lucky we're right here, right? All right, this is the turtle pond. As you can see, it's looking a little bit better. All the turtles are in there. It just doesn't look as bright because of the color of the sand, but that's gonna be fixed with some extra lighting and some really good, we're gonna put some more fish in there and some plants to help liven it up. But they are loving it. Look at them sleeping. But they are loving the new addition to their pond. They've already started burrowing. We are still filtering out the last bits of the particles in the water, but it's not hurting them at all. This is just the sand and all the rock that is coming up a little bit. So nothing wrong with the water. Like I said, they are having a blast. They're so happy to be back in their home. All right, guys, that's how we train our dragons here at Sustainable Safari. Now, I know it wasn't a real dragon, but it's the closest thing we can get to a dragon. And Toothless is pretty cute in the movie, right? I love Toothless, but I think Miss Roger's a little bit cuter. I don't know if you noticed, but she did let me do my little hand thing. I was also shaking a little bit because I don't want to lose any digits. But with all that being said, it was a good training session for all my little alligators. And it was a very successful day, so I count that as a win, right? Please like the video, share the video, follow us, and have a beautiful rest of your day or night. Bye-bye. When training your dragon, do not stick your face near its bitey part sharpness.